right, welcome back to A Fresh Perspective on Hip Hop Culture. I'm Rani OG, and right now, via Skype, I'm with none other than rapper extraordinaire herself, Signif. How you doing?
Yo, it's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right, it's great to hear from you. So, I'm curious, where did the name come from? What does it mean, or
Signif is actually short for significant.
Okay.
So, I was thinking of something was going under different names, but nothing was like for sure. So I was messing around with it, and then I just came up with Signif, and I'm like, it'd be short for significant, kind of like most deaf is most deaf. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like when I figured it out like that, because it's supposed to be a space, it's supposed to be SID space, and I have like Signif, but I end up closing it like, nah, that's kind of corny. And then my friends are like, nah, you can't beat most deaf. Most deaf can do that because he proved himself already. So I'm like, nah, I'm still sticking with it, yo. So that's where the name came from.
That's neat. That was really neat. Okay, tell me about your hip hop journey, and what I mean by that is, tell me how you decided that rap was what you wanted to do, that you wanted to be a rapper.
Well, growing up, I have older siblings, a cousin that influenced me heavy as well. She is a female MC, and the thing is, she's 12 years older than me, so like she always like put me on everything. I'm talking about like making me mix tapes, you know what I'm saying, when they were still on tapes with like MC Breed and everything in it, and then like having her tapes and listening to them all the time. And she used to go and battle, and you know what I'm saying, that was like somebody that I looked up to, as well as my older brothers.
Okay.
They used to freestyle, and they put me on to so much music too. So first it was like an influence, from my siblings and my family. So that kind of started the journey. And then as I got into my teenage years, my mom used to always tell me, just write down your feelings, write down. She used to buy me all these journals. So I started doing poetry. And I was going to slams and things like that. And then probably when I got about 14 or 15, I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to, convert my poems into raps and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I started. But, hip-hop has always been with me since a young age growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
wait, where are you from?
I'm originally from Milwaukee, the Midwest.
Okay, and where are you residing now? Are you still in Milwaukee?
No, I'm actually in New York. I've been in New York for a few years.
Okay, how did you decide to make the switch to go to New York?
Traveling back and forth. I had a couple record exec meetings. I'm like, I gotta move there. Something can happen. But when I got here, I'm saying, it wasn't all glory. I'm saying, it was like I had to start from the bottom. What I'm saying, and build my way up. So moved here just to live and take a chance, and it's been pretty exciting so far.
Okay. Now you said that you already said that your family members were your musical influences. So do you have any other, like, in the industry that you looked up to, that you listened to even, that influenced you?
Yeah. Right now, I say my biggest influence, I guess, for the last several years, Elzai. I speak on him heavily. He's like my main influence. And then, you have your regular suspects, like, of course, Jay-Z. I'm a big fan of Black Thought, Mos Def, Khalid Kweli, artists like that. But my biggest influence over the last few years, I guess, trying to figure out like my flow and my rhyme patterns, been heavily influenced by Elzai. So he's like one of my favorites right now.
Okay. So you said Mos Def, right? Who'd you say was your the person that most influenced you?
Elzai.
Okay.
Most Def came from the name, like the idea.
Okay.
Yeah, to my name. Most Def, Signif, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So in hip hop now, things have changed, with the internet, being able to share music the way we can and stuff like that. And there's a lot of people that are out there rapping. So tell me what sticks out about you, about your flow, about your style.
I think my style is more, I always say reality rap. And I'm not too much worried about, being in with a particular group, whether, these female MCs or, this is hip hop, or this is this kind of sound. I kind of like fall back from the whole scene thing. I think that makes me different. I'm not really worried about, you know what I'm saying, being in the place with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to create my own lane, my own path, you know? And, you know, starting from the ground up, I always say I want it to be organic. You know what I'm saying? And building a fan base, things like that. And, you know, that's the route that I decided to take because, you know, so many people like just want to be in a place, want to be in a space or, you know, part of the scene, things like that. And I decided that's not what I want, you know, years ago. So I think that sets me apart is, you know, I want to build from the ground up.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Now, you have 3 projects, the recent being Embracing Rejection. So what was your inspiration behind it?
Oh, man, the rejection this game can bring. And, you know, being an artist, you know, trying to get your music heard is hard already. And then being a female hip-hop artist, you know, you come packaged a certain way. Yeah. Why you don't look like this? Why are you not saying about this? You know, and I was just getting pulled in so many different directions. You know what I'm saying? That I embraced the rejection. I wanted to talk about, you know, the bad side of it, but how it made me stronger. You know, so that's where that idea came from.
Okay. How do you feel about the state of the female rapper in the industry today?
I mean, it's always a few, but I wish it was a bigger presence with different styles. You know, it seems like it can only be one major one at a time, and then, you know, when they get ready to usher new ones in, they kind of follow that same pattern. You know, like you have to be packaged a certain way. You know, so I wish it was more lanes open where we could have, you know.
Yeah, sex sells, right?
Yeah. You know, pretty much. But, you know, it's so monotonous. And, you know, we need something new, something fresh.
Okay. All right. So, what would be your favorite track on Embracing Rejection?
Oh, that's a hard question. It's between probably Let's Build and Like My Style. I'm going to go with Like My Style because that was something that I wrote like right on the spot at the studio and didn't finish it. I didn't finish it because somebody's supposed to be on it, but that was like just pure emotion. And again, going back on how I, you know, represent myself, you know, I'm not over sexual and things, and that's a lot of the stuff that I hear. So like I just wrote that. Like, in the studio, then I went and, you know, rapped it. And, you know what I'm saying? I think that was, like, pure emotion and just me airing that off my chest, something I wanted to talk about for a long time. So that's probably my favorite track on that project.
Okay. So, do you have any shows or anything, any tour dates coming up?
Yeah, actually, in 2 weeks, I'll be at Lit Lounge in NYC. And then towards the end of the year, I'm going to go to Europe for 2 shows. Hopefully I get more than when I'm out there before I get there. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah. And more videos coming. I actually got a video coming in a couple weeks. So like my style video actually for the project. So we put out 2 previous videos. Okay. And then hopefully a new album I'm working on by the end of the year. Or maybe the top of the year.
Okay. All right. Do you have any all right, okay. What's your motto?
A motto?
Yeah.
YOLO? No. I don't want to be cliche. I always say do you, but the motto is, let me think for 1 second. You know, I don't know. I don't have a motto. Be honest. You know, be honest and be you. You know. All right. That's it. That's the motto.
That's your motto. Okay. I was going in it, but I got another question for you. What's your top 5 female artists?
Oh, my top 5. I would say MC Light, Queen Latifah, Bahamadia. Oh shit. I gotta say Jean Grey.
Okay.
Just because I have to. She's like the most relevant. And oh man, I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm feeling somebody. I'm gonna say Invincible. I like her a lot.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. I like your list. Very, very. Out of those, who would you like to work with the most?
Oh, out of the ladies?
The 5, yeah.
Oh man, I guess more Invincible because she's more, I guess,
Okay.
age range probably, and probably can relate to. Still, in the gang, those other ladies, they're still doing their thing, but it's sporadic. We haven't had an album from License, so I don't know when, but I definitely would like to work with her too. But I like to do something with Invincible. That would be dope.
Okay. All right. Any last thoughts you want to give your fans and the audience before you leave?
Thank you for reaching out, having me. I appreciate you guys supporting me. Everybody that rocks with me, thank you for the support, and I'm gonna keep the goods coming.
All right. All right, Signif. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you. All right. Signif, ladies and gentlemen.